Okay, so this video is to go over the correct installation methods for installing a planter, and there's a couple of fundamentals that we need to look at in order to get the installation to go smoothly. So to begin with, let's have a look at the basic components and see how they actually come together. So the first thing we're going to cover today in this video is all about the subbase. The substrate must be flat and even, sufficient compressive strength, and the area to be free of debris. For the purpose of this video today, we're going to be looking at a product called a roof cell. It is a rigid 30mm drainage board, and it has the three characteristics that I referred to earlier. So once assembled, it is nice and flat and even, it has sufficient compressive strength, and you have to make sure that the area is free of debris. In this demonstration today, we're going to be purely looking at how the parts are assembled. We're not in that sense going to be looking at any other landscape elements that are around us. So here we have the staple raised planter edge, and as can be seen, it is in weathering steel finish. So here are the next two components. We have a supporting base plate, and then we have the triangle gusset. And how those quite simply fit together, you lift with a handhold, you slide that through the base, and that then is self-supportive. You bring that up to your first panel, and you slot it quite simply through the bases there. The next you bring in is your next panel, whatever that may be, and that lines up and slots over the connections like so. And then lastly, we have what we call the locking key, and that's the final part to the assembly of the Velox Rapid Edge. It assembles over the keys, slots through and presses down. What I'm not going to show in this particular video today is once we have the final checks of the planters aligned and in place, the full planter, we then hit the top of that with a hammer, and we can see through the triangular slots here that actually locks everything in place and holds the panel perfectly together. So now that we have our planter assembled, the next step is to install the external paving. Now what we're showing here is a simple pedestal system and porcelain tiles, but it could be block paving externally here, it could be a pedestal and rail system, but whatever it is, it just provides a small amount of lateral pressure to the planter face. Now if for whatever reason that can't be done, there is another option to look at. If you're wanting to fill the planter before your external support is in place, we use what we call internal modular connectors. The way these work is, you'll see there's two holes, and it's the one that's working with the chamfer. That inserts through, and you pull through a certain length, thread it through the hole in the base plate, which is clearly marked IMC, that's internal modular connector, and then you thread it through the opposite side of the block and pull that through. If you have seating or benching as part of your planter, please refer to the install guide as how to install them correctly. Now here's a little sweetener for you. You've taken great pride in your project, so once it's complete, get some photographs, send them through to your project manager, and every month you'll pick the best of the projects and you will receive a £50 Greggs gift card. Now at any time through your installation process, any issues, please speak to your project manager. We look forward to working with you, and all the best.